Hey, what's up, everybody? So both silver and gold are soaring this morning, up pretty big. So we're going to take a look at gold in just a second, but we're looking at silver. Silver is up almost 4%, or up 49 cents to $13.79. And we're going to take a look at gold. Gold is at gold is at gold is up just over 7%. So gold is up quite a bit, or up $111.50 to 1662, almost $1,700. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but silver and gold has been making their biggest moves with the stock market. Now, the stock market is also up pretty big today, and we're looking at CNBC, which is showing an APMEX ad. We're going to take that off. But the stock market, let's go back and look at the actual markets, the pre-markets, the Dow, the futures, because the stock market does not open for another hour and a half or so. And we're going to take that ad off of there again. They keep on wanting to pop up a APMEX ad. But the Dow futures are up 800 just over 800 points, or 4.5%. S&P futures are up just over 4.5%, and the Nasdaq futures are up just under 4.5%, and oil is also up a couple of a percent. So I think the markets are up because of the optimism of the rescue bill or the stimulus bill. But this was also the case on Sunday. Everybody thought that this bill was going to come together. Both sides were going to agree to it, to help the businesses and the people who were affected by layoffs or less work because of the fact that these businesses are not working to full capacity because of government telling them they can't. So restaurants, airlines, cruise lines, hotels, resorts, all these businesses are being hurt, and the employees of the businesses are being hurt because of the government telling them that they can't work, or at least can't work to their full capacity. I went into a restaurant the other day to pick up a carryout, because that's the only way we can do it, is pick up a carryout. And there was 3 people in there waiting for a carryout, where normally this restaurant would have been, full of people, possibly a waiting to sit down to have a meal. But yet there was 3 people in there picking up a carryout. And normally for a carryout, I would just give like a buck or two as far as a tip for a carryout. But instead, I'm giving 20%, because these people who normally would get these tips are no longer getting these tips because there's nobody coming in to actually sit down to be served. But let's take a look at this and see what CNBC is saying. So Dow futures surged 900 points, hit limit up on optimism of the rescue bill is close. Now, once again, we thought that with this bill, or one of the bills for the stimulus, was pretty close to being a final deal. However, that was squashed at the last moment. So it says, as of 7:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dow Jones Industrial Average Futures dumped 930 points, or 5%, to hit so-called limit up. S&P 500 futures and Nasdaq futures were also up 5% and limit up. So it says Senator Charles Chuck Schumer and Treasury Secretary Mnuchin were close to a deal on a $2 trillion stimulus bill, according to reports which cited a conference call Schumer had Monday evening with Democratic leaders. Negotiations on the bill were set to continue Tuesday morning. The futures contracts cannot trade once they exceed certain extreme bands according to the rules of the exchange to curb volatility. No activity can take place outside of those bands, in this case up 5%. During this historical market plunge this month, I don't know if you guys, the stock market has not tanked like this since the Great Depression. That's something that they mentioned yesterday on CNBC. Unbelievable. The futures have often been halted for being limited down off by more than 5%. Tuesday moves followed yet another stormy day on Monday as investors swung back pessimism and pushed the major index to new multi-year lows as the procedural vote in the Senate on a bill failed for the second time in 24 hours. So unbelievable. The Dow dropped 528 points or 3% to a new 3-year low on Monday and remained on pace to clinch the worst calendar month since 1931. That is the Depression. 1931, the Depression was 1929 to 1939, and we had the worst month in the stock market since the Great Depression. I know yesterday they were talking about unemployment. Last week they were talking about unemployment possibly rising to 20%. And yesterday they were talking about unemployment possibly rising to 30%. But I know President Trump in his press conference yesterday said that he believes he's going to try to get the economy back up and running, people back to work probably within the next 2 weeks. So we'll see if that happens. I think that's one reason why silver today is up, for the possibility of manufacturing starting again. And I would love to see that happen. We need to get people back to work. I think, as far as this illness is concerned, people who are the most vulnerable, the older population, with pre-existing conditions and people just with pre-existing conditions, whether they're older or younger, just need to be locked down versus the entire population being locked down, because we really need to get back to work and get this economy back up and humming like it was prior to, just about a month ago when the Dow was almost 30,000 points. Just my opinion. As much as I like to see silver and gold strong, I would rather see the economy strong. However, it seems like, lately they've been going hand in hand. If the economy or the stock market is strong, then silver and gold is strong. And when the stock market is tanking, then silver and gold kind of tank along with it, even though silver's been tanking a lot more than gold. But it seems that silver and gold has been following the stock market, versus acting the opposite of the stock market, which is a little bit different than what has been, happening in the past. So anyway, that's the gist of it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. We're going to look at the silver and gold prices one more time. So gold has pulled back from where it was when we just looked at it. It was up over 7%. Now it's just under 7%, or up $104. And we're going to take a look at silver, see where silver is. Silver is up almost just over 4.5%. So silver's up a little bit more than it was the last time we looked at it, and it's up 61 cents, or up $13.88. So it's almost approaching the $14 mark. So really cool. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about the markets? Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate everybody for watching, and I will talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.